and welcome back to Renovating the Chateau at Chateau de la Couture. We're so pleased that you're all just as enthusiastic as we are about our historic finds spanning the last 400 years at the Chateau. Over the course of the next months or so, as we piece together the stories and the tales, we're definitely going to bring you the updates in future vlogs. So if you haven't caught up with last week's vlog about our finds from the last 400 years, it's above, in the link and in the description below if you want to watch it. Thank you so much to everyone who's taken the time to offer condolences to Julian. He's been so overwhelmed about your kind messages about the passing of his father, and he is doing okay in his own stoic way. As you know, it's just going to take time to heal. He travels back to the UK next week for the funeral, so with just 10 days in between the trips to the UK, we wanted to do something that was going to have an impact on helping us out for his return. Hi Julian.
Hello.
You are in the dark, but hopefully I can edit this that people can see it better. So you have a cup of coffee in hand.
Yeah.
And where are we stood now?
We're in my gym. Which
Yeah, we are.
which is not really gold gym, so we might have to call it bronze gym because it's a little bit small.
Bronze?
Well, it's not gold.
Lead.
It's not gold, yeah, lead.
Lead gym.
That's probably more like it.
So you've swapped your gym, because you did have your gym in...
The gym was in the room through there.
Yeah.
So I'm now in the the stables.
Mm-hmm.
That's what these were. So we've got the stable doors here.
Yeah.
And we're just sorting a few bits and pieces out because
You just returned back from the UK a few days ago.
yeah, I just come back from the UK. I'm going back again in about 10 days' time.
Yeah.
So what we're doing now is just doing a bit of tidying up, clearing a bit of space so that we can get tools and workshop in here.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, through there, it's quite a bit mess because, as usual, we try not to throw things away and we just end up dumping things and then dumping a few more things. So I've got loads of stuff and I can't find anything for love nor money, and I spend an hour looking for a tool.
Every time we do something,
it's a right waste of time. So yeah, we're going to move the workshop in here.
To be fair, we've always thought we've never had the time.
Yeah, we've always been
because we've always been really up against it in a rush, haven't we? And now we've got obviously the major projects inside to do again, and it's like, look, we both said this morning, let's just spend a few days and do what we should have done from the start and create yourself a bit of a little workshop. Because whenever you've got any work to do, you end up doing it in the smallest, stupidest places that you can just find. You know, renovating window crowns and cutting tiles and... So, yeah. So, show us what your plan is.
Well, we say we've got a couple of days. It'll be like a month later and I'll still be working on it.
Well, no, it'll be a work in progress. It's the first... I was going to say it's the first workshop you've ever had, but it's not, is it? Because you had one at the old farmhouse where we used to live.
That takes something a bit more light here.
Yeah, that was a tiny one there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A bike workshop.
Yeah, a lot smaller.
So, where are we now, then?
So, again, the stable block.
Because we've got quite a number of stables, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think it's 8 or 10, but they're all doubles, aren't they?
Yeah, there's one, two.
Because you'd normally fit kind of 2 stables in that space, but
8. We've got 8.
Yeah. 8 doubles, but we don't have horses at the minute, and the plan isn't to get horses right now. No. So it was always to get the animals that we're going to get, and even when we get our other animals like rabbits, another cow maybe, or the sheep, things like that, they're not going to be really utilising this space. So,
no, I thought so.
No, so it's time for us to start using it for what we really need to.
Yeah. So the plan is to have a bit of a workbench here. I think I'm just going to go one straight across rather than an L-shaped one.
Right, okay.
Just because that kicks out at an angle as well, so it'll be an absolute...
So you've got no straight walls again?
Pain in the bum. To do, so it won't be an L shape anyway, plus the floor slopes.
Okay. Well, you've got more sort of...
So I can
you
use
just do a separate table for some tools or something.
Yeah, or some more shelving. I've some shelving there, some tools that I use the most.
Yeah.
And then shelves here for tools.
Against the stable walls.
Against the stable walls. And I don't know about that, I might just leave that
free.
Free for now, so I can put the barbecue there.
You can have a barbecue in here for you.
Oh yeah, but it's next to the water.
You do it as a little man cave.
Yeah.
Indoor kitchen. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, we've seen the. This is actually the first aftershock because it was horrific in here, wasn't it? It was just absolutely chocker with loads of stuff.
Yeah, old surplus tiles.
So much.
From numerous projects.
Not just our project, so is it? I mean, two of the stables through there, those two stables there, they're absolutely full of the other owners' stuff as well, which probably will come in handy at some point for us. There's roof tiles and things as well, isn't there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
In fact, the majority of the stuff, we've put into there, but again, there's some stuff that we've taken down and kept, like old pieces of wood.
Yeah, which have come in handy.
Doors.
So, cool. Right. Well,
So
good luck to you.
Thank you.
And we'll catch up with you in a few days.
There won't be any change. So I'd be doing something else.
No, you won't. No. This is why we're doing it now, before we get stuck right in again with something else. So, just make sure you get organised so you do know where stuff is. So, bon courage!
Thank you.
Truth is, the Chateau's outbuildings, the dependants, are vast and are just as large as the Chateau, over 700 square metres in their own right. A couple of the areas are already being used for our farm, and we have plans for a lot more of the spaces too. And we're hoping that over the coming years we'll be able to bring these buildings up to scratch and give them life for another few hundred years. Next week, because Julian is away in England, I'm going to give you the full tour of the outbuildings, show you what state they're currently in and what our future plans are. It's really quite exciting. Right now, I'm going to catch up with Julian in another section of our outbuildings where he's currently working. So we're heading into the farm section and we can just see Stella and the sheep over there. Sounds like a band, doesn't it? Stella and the sheep. If you want to catch up with us on our farm vlogging adventures and our channel, you can do so at the Chateau farm. But right now we're going to see what mess Julian is creating. Because to take a step forward, you have to take a step back. So after a very organised and tidy outside, we are now literally creating chaos again in order to make some sense of the downstairs of our outbuildings. Now, we inherited a lot of mess from the previous owners, but we have built up on it over the past few years and it has just got crazy. And I'm going to show you what this was first like when we moved in here.
It's a guest suite for somebody. Or the doghouse.
It's your new bedroom, babe. The previous owners were dog breeders and horse breeders, and almost the entire downstairs of the outbuildings were covered in dog kennels. And over the years, we've managed to remove most of these so far. So, as you can see, it was all dog kennels before. And now...
Boom!
Julian, you idiot! I could hear you, but then I came in here and you weren't here, and I was like... And I've got the camera, so I wasn't panning right to the corner. Oh my God. Anyway,
Sorry.
I brought you a coffee.
Oh, perfect, thank you.
Yeah, this is... When you see this part of the vlog, it'll only be like 2 minutes ago you had a coffee, but that was 2 days ago.
2 hours ago, that.
No, it wasn't. That was 2 days ago. So, we're actually starting to see, or I can now start to see
Jacuzzi.
how vast this is again.
We're thinking jacuzzi, 70-inch plasma TV, PlayStation 8, because that's probably be out by the time we're finished doing all this.
PlayStation 8, okay.
We're on 5 now.
All right.
Lighting like stars.
Very romantic.
I think sound good.
Yeah, sounds awesome, but that's not what's happening in here, is it? So I'll just pan round. So this is quite a big room. You don't get the scope of it. I'm just trying not to fall over anything. So this is
5, do you reckon? 9 by 6?
Yeah, 9 or
by
10
5.
by 6. Yeah, it's meters, that is. But I'll just go and pan out to the outside because it's had a floor put in at some point, but the floor was actually higher before, I think. Because this archway here, we think this is probably where some of the old coaches used to go. Because you see the brickwork there? Well, that goes up, all the way up. You see there the top of the arch? So at some point that was all open, and probably for the coaches maybe. Who knows? I'm not up on the architecture, but we are going to try and learn and have a look. But as you said from last week's video, there's not a lot of history available about the chateau. We're gonna have to piece it together ourselves. Kennels went a few years ago. We piled up so much in here. It was literally like 2 meters high all the way around. There was no floor space, was there? No. So you are, and just to give a bit of sense, that's your workshop through this window here. Yeah. Now, when we were talking about doing previous plans, we think that we were going to make that into a doorway. That might still happen, but at the moment, keep that as a little window. It just depends on how this develops in here. We're clearing it out because a lot of this stuff actually belongs to tools and things and equipment, isn't it? It's workshop stuff. So what have you been up to?
Drinking coffee.
Yeah, apart from the drinking coffee.
Well, we've moved the shelving, which was, some of us here. Some were in there.
Yeah.
That was probably like
it was all around.
U-shaped. A U-shaped. So I've got all the tools came off. All the shelves went in.
Yep.
And then I've just been slowly
taking tools. It really is a shame that that's not a door, because that would have saved you a lot of hassle just straight through there, wouldn't it? But you've had to go all the way around.
Yeah, so we're all the way around. Thrown a few bits and thrown quite a few bits and pieces away that we don't.
I know, and we hate throwing things away, but it's necessary because a lot of it was junk.
Yeah, it was.
Déchetterie to the tip trips.
Yeah.
So the plans for in here then. No. Okay, so
10 likes for what I said and 1,000 likes for what Leanne's going to say.
Unfortunately, what your plan was will not make any money and will not contribute to things. Yeah. So the plan for in here is, well, the farm shop is going to be next door. Okay, so we've talked about this on our other channel, the Chateau Farm. We've got a lot of journeys that we're going on over the course of the next 6 months to a year, and how they all come together is going to be interesting, but it was necessary, as we said, to set up the 2 channels. So through there, that is the farm shop, and then through that door on the outside, that goes directly to the kitchen garden. So
already squashes ready for the customers to come and buy.
Yeah, and 100 butternut squash is stored in there as well at the moment. Anyway, so in here is going to be, on the right-hand side, full space of this is what, Julian?
Cold storage. Cold storage,
or otherwise known as well as a walk-in chiller. And that's going to serve 2 purposes. It's going to be for the farm. It's going to be obviously for all the produce, but what comes from the farm will serve the farm shop, but also the Chateau restaurant. And then on this side is going to be the dry storage area. So things, it's not just going to be vegetables for sale in the shop, but it also will be cold winter storage vegetables in this section as well. So very, very basic room in here. But until we get it cleared, we can't do any of that. Next week, as I've already said, I'm going to show people the rest of the outbuildings while you're away. So, because we've never done that, I've never done that. We've never been something that we've shown on the vlog, so that's probably going to be quite interesting for people to see. So how is your workshop going? Do you want to give us an update? Okay, so we're here.
Yeah.
Got a bit of light this time.
Lights, camera, action.
We did have lighting and electricity in here, didn't we?
We did. Well, you got the light bulbs there, and yes, there is a light switch over there, but
unfortunately, a workaway that we had here disconnected it without our knowledge, didn't they?
Yeah.
So our friend Mika hopefully is going to come and help us with that. I'm sure we could sort it ourselves in time, but seeing as he's an electrician or knows what he's doing, then we can get the help we need. So I can see he's next to the barbecue. Hopefully we'll find a different place for that at some point.
Burgers are you done?
I wish. So yeah, simple but effective. So you brought lots and lots of things in. And you know the key question I suppose is, do you know where everything is now?
Got all the tools here.
Yeah. Can you place your hand on something quickly?
Yeah. Here we go. So, drill. The heavy duty drill. SDS drill, that's the one. Yeah. The belt sander's there. Orbital sander is there. Little battery drills.
All right, you've proved it to me.
Screwdrivers are there.
Yeah, I don't need any.
My laser levels are here, because I've got 2 now, thanks to a company called
Lasgo,
who sent us one to test, which we haven't tested yet.
We haven't, but when we come to do the wallpaper...
No, I'm going to do it when I'm going to do the workbench as well.
Okay, right, cool.
Because the workbench is going to go here.
Mm-hmm.
For about 4 metre one, which is probably a bit too big, but I can have a bit of storage underneath.
Let me come around and see then, because you've just put a work light in here for the moment so we can see, haven't you? Because even with lightening it up, the last footage was... it's quite a run, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about, maybe 3.5 metres, I think.
Yeah, but it means that you'll be able to have things like this circular saw, is that what it's called?
It's a circular saw.
Yeah.
But no electricity, so we have to just pretend to do it.
Yeah, but you have got an extension over there.
And then cut it by hand.
Yeah, but before, I mean, this has actually been on like our chest freezer and things, hasn't it?
Yeah,
in the other, it's been crazy what you've been having to put up with, really, to use professional tools in an unprofessional situation.
That's why things so wonky.
Things aren't wonky. Anyway, so it's a big room. You'll have a nice big spread there, and then hopefully, I mean, we have to move into a space and then realise that it definitely is where you want to be. But I think this is where the workshop's going to be permanently, isn't it? There's no other place that we're going to put it.
Unless it's outside.
No, but what I mean is, then we can put some shelves up there for you, probably. Things that you don't necessarily...
Are you going to do it?
It's the royal we, darling.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. When you get to it.
These aren't the best walls.
No, it's a shame to drill into. I was just thinking that as I said it, but...
It's not a shame, it's just that they're rubbish.
Well, yeah, because they're mud. It's that lot.
Mud bricks, so they won't really hold anything. I'll put something about 1 kilo and then it'll fall down.
It's their lot. You've literally got mud. That is what the walls are made of. But that's what you get for old properties.
But I could, thinking about it, I could actually...
You're getting excited now.
Combine it.
In underneath, yeah.
A wooden frame coming around so I can maybe hang stuff.
You could, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
And you could have shelving underneath the bench.
Yeah.
As well. If only we didn't have all this other work to do, you could make yourself a proper man cave. Mm. But you've got the start, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've actually got your own dedicated workshop space now, so well done.
Almost.
Almost. Just need the crucial thing, a workbench.
A workbench sorted.
Cool, well done. Some progress.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how you're going when you get back from the UK, when the rest of that area is cleared as well, and yeah. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Join us next week when I'll be showing you the full 700 square metres of all the outbuildings, the upstairs and the downstairs, and sharing with you our future plans for each space. This week, we've 2 other vlogs that have come out on our second YouTube channel, The Chateau Farm, and many of you might find them interesting. Here's one of our latest, and also last week's Chateau history vlog for those who haven't watched it yet. See you soon, everyone.